Hey, hey, Poodle fam, here we are. Oh, it's our Wednesday, September 27th, episode number 122. 122. Good to see people here. Glad you can join the show today. Yeah, hopefully we got another good one for you. It was really cool. So you know that we have this new partnership with Limitless. That's how I got the pithy title for today's episode. The future is limitless because we have the new partnership with Limitless. It didn't take rocket science for me to come up with that one. Um, which is it gives us an opportunity again collect some dividends and some, I guess, disbursements percentage of profits. So that's always a good thing. Um, what I wanted to talk about though today, even though I kind of made up the pithy title, I'm actually going to not talk about the Limitless Network partnership. I will get to that probably next week or so. But one of the things that kind of hit me today, or actually this whole week, was that I we know that we're in a stale time in crypto. The crypto world is trying to figure out where this goes. I had the great opportunity of being at Y3K. You saw that stuff online. I think we got a little pump there. We got some press. I don't know if you saw the cool press that came from there. Um, and so I presented on that last week, and then this week I'm watching the Telegram. I actually got an opportunity. I know I didn't engage as much, but I kind of just had it open on my computer a little more than I normally would have this last week, and just kind of watching the thread go. So I want to see, where are we at? What's the temperature of the room? Let's say. Um, and what was interesting was a couple of comments in there about, people hanging on and where they're getting it, and just because they watch this show, because they see the updates, or, I know that we don't get a lot of people live, but we get a lot of people who end up checking it out because I get tagged throughout the week. I see it. I see many of you are working right now, so you don't watch live, but you watch later, and that's cool. Absolutely cool. And so there were a couple of comments this week about, hey, I'm staying involved because I see Joe's show and I get information there, and I know that we're active because that's going. And it really, one nice compliment. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate the compliment and knowing that, hey, this is who we are. This is what we do. Okay. I've committed to this show, and some ones are longer and have purpose. Some are me spotting in and saying, "Hey, we're here, we're rocking, we're rolling." And you know what? It's a little bit of all of that, and I think that's what's important, is that we just keep that communication going, right? But I also want people to recognize that just because you don't see things happening doesn't mean things aren't happening. And I think a good example of that is, the esports, the NFT gallery, all that opened the last week, that we got, a little bit of press on, things like that. And, you think that, things aren't happening. Well, that project was a 2.5 year project. I was working on it when we first launched these tokens, right? Um, and it took that much time because things take time. And everyone, I teased a little bit of it. I gave some uh, you know, little breadcrumbs here and there as things happen. But there's a lot that I couldn't say because certain agreements, and there are certain things that you can and can't do, and that's how business works. One of my other companies, one of the organizations I had, has made a couple of acquisitions lately. And it's funny, someone said, wow, it's like we hear nothing, and all of a sudden it's this big thing that happens. Like, isn't there a way that you can share information throughout? And like the part of it is, you go, well, you can and you can't. One of the things with like us being a community token is that we are guided by the community. We're guided by where we want to go. But on the other hand, the admin team has to make certain decisions and has to make partnerships and make sure that everything is solid before moving forward. Because here's one of the realities of the crypto world. They are very, and I'm sorry, and I've seen it from our own token, sadly, but I see it a lot more in other ones. Very slow to give praise, but very quick to criticize. And that's common. Well, it's common in life, but it's really common in the crypto space. Slow to give praise, very quick to criticize. And so what happens is as we build our partnerships, like with Limitless Network and things like that, a lot of times we can't share anything because the negativity will go or let's say, and this is a mistake that we had made once, is we had a partner who we wanted to do things with, and we got way down the road and we teased it out and we told the community. And then that partner ended up not being someone we wanted to work with, right? Once you kind of start pulling back the layers of the onion, you start realizing that not everybody is or the deal isn't as great as they said, or they aren't all that they said. And so we pulled out and we got criticized for the thing not coming together, but it was actually the best thing for for your value, your tokens, was us actually pulling out of one of those deals. But because we teased it early, we got criticized for it. And so as opposed to praised for like, wow, thank you. We say, for saving our bags. And so that's why a lot of times you see things, sometimes we can tease them, but you really kind of hear about the big thing all at once. Um, and, and that was one of the cool things is, I don't come on this show all the time necessarily to break news, right? Here's the big thing. I probably, I know I could probably give some more updates now that I'm settled into my new role and things are getting kind of situated. I'll get more in and I'll give you some more standard updates every week. I know I need to do that, but just recognizing that sometimes just having a familiar face. We're here. We're public. A lot of other tokens aren't. I've got my Telegram and I've got probably 100 or so communities that I'm part of, and I look and I see the number of notifications, and a lot of them are, in fact, actually, I want to say 85% or more of them are like dead as dead. And it's just the token owner throwing a GIF in there or something. And we at least get people coming in going, what's going on? That shows interest. You know what? The fact that people are going in and, hey, what's going on? What are we doing? And also another thing that happened this week, I was at dinner and I got tagged on Twitter. And it's funny because I hadn't really, um, you know, as people know, all right, so I'm going to tell you this too. If you tag me or DM me, I'm probably not going to see it. Okay. Between my public life, my work life, all these things, I'm tagged so many times a day. Telegram because of Poodle. I don't pay attention to them. Okay. Just so you know. So don't take it personally. It's just if I'm busy for all day and then I check and I see 300 notifications and tags, it's like, where do you even start? Right. So, uh, just don't take it personally. But anyway, I happened to catch one because they tagged while I was sitting there at dinner and I had my phone. And it was a comment on the Y3K. And it was, did this guy, basically me, rug the project? I actually thought it was funny. I'm like, what do you mean rug the project? And I guess Trust Wallet was having a glitch and wasn't showing the price of Poodle. And someone else commented on it and went, oh, yeah, I had the same thing. I tried to reach out. Nobody got back to me. Um, and uh, and so um, it was funny because it told me two things. Well, one, I mean, like, I'm not gonna, hey, how's it going, Matthew? Um, that you know, one, it's like, really, am I gonna be a public figure like this and then go rug a project? I mean, let's be honest. That would be the death of me if I went and rugged a project with how public I am. It would take all of about 5 minutes for someone to come and bury me. I mean, let's Who we kidding, right? Um, so first off, there's that. Um, and the picture is like me in a spot telling me who I am. It's like, all right. Anyway, but and so I figured out, I actually engaged. I engaged the tweet and I said, "Hey, what are you talking about? I don't know." And they said, "Well, I don't see the price." I'm like, "Well," and I opened my Trust wallet. I'm like, "I see it. I don't know." Someone else commented they didn't see it, but they reached out to Trust and they got it fixed. So it was just a temporary glitch in Trust wallet, right? Um, so one, was there a little bit of an overreaction to, hey, did this guy regular because I don't see the price of it? Yeah, yeah, absolutely. That was a little more of that was an overreaction. However, let me turn this to the positive side. People are watching their money. People are paying attention to the project and us, and people want us to be successful. They want to see our project keep moving forward. They want to see the good things we're doing, and they want to see activity, right? Yeah. What did the comment come because they thought something was wrong? Yeah. Would have been nice to see a comment that said, "I love this project and let me tweet something out about it to build the more holders." That would have been better. So like I said, sometimes it's slow to praise and quick to to criticize, and fear, right? Because especially when we're in a down market, people have fear. They fear, I'm holding my bags. Like right now, I don't know why people would sell. You have no reason to sell. We just had $100 billion buy, right? You want to buy 100 or $100 billion buy. I mean, 100 billion token buy. Um, I mean, this is your time. Remember when we were at the height of the market? We thought holding 20 billion was a ton, right? Well, now, I mean, you can get that for practically nothing. So if you really believe in this project and you think we're going to go back up, buy, roll that, roll up your bag, because the more you build it. That's what I've been doing. Everyone knows I dollar cost average every month. I dollar cost average every month. I'm never going to stop doing it. And so that's what I'm going to keep doing. And so I ended up buying. I bought more. I always do. And I think that that's one of the cool things is this is an opportunity for us to really show our strength in our project by doing that, right? Um, so again, when I see things, I actually get encouraged. When I look back and go, okay, people are on the Telegram saying they're staying involved because of a show like this, like the Poodlcast. Um, that's pretty cool, by the way. First off, thank you. I mean, I love you all. I love my Poodle fam. You know that you all keep me sane. I love this project. I'm excited that my life is settling down. I'm going to be traveling a lot less, turning a new leaf, and kind of building up other people to travel for me. So the less I travel, the more I can focus on our project and building our value. So that to me is good. Second off, you know, just seeing the people interacting, right? Yeah, are people interacting because it's negative because they thought that I rugged the project, which is crazy. Um, and because maybe they're waiting to see what our next developments are as a project. Yeah, sure. But the fact is they're watching, right? And what that means to me is this again, how the title of this episode, The Future is Limitless. There are a lot of people in this project just saying, I'm hanging on and I believe. And let me tell you, belief is one of those things that has this biggest power to create change, right? It's one thing to hold and it's one thing to say, yeah, I can't wait to start making some money. But it's another to believe in a project because there's a lot of projects that I sold off. I got rid of a lot of small things that, I didn't follow. Was there a chance that the project was going to take off? And was it maybe I should have just held on to it as a just in case? Yeah, maybe. Um, but I knew that, what we're doing with Poodle and the fact that you see our team, our admin team, just keep building and keep growing. That's huge. And the way we want to keep the project moving forward is huge. And so that's where I sit there and say the future is limitless. I don't know where we're going to go. One of the things that I learned at Y3K and some of the interviews I did afterwards, um, was that we're in a time, and I kind of said this in last week's episode, we're in a time where uh, crypto is trying to figure out where it's at, right? The bad actors are being exposed. If you look at all the scandals, people still like it in principle, but need to be safe. And so, as the bad actors are exposed, what's happening is security, and that's why I'm proud of the person who asked, "Hey, did this guy rub?" And pointing at me, when there was the glitch, because yeah, if I did, I should be exposed. Anyone who screws over somebody else, especially in the crypto space, in all of life, but in the crypto, should just we should expose them because there is a lot of uncertainty in the crypto blockchain market, our NFTs that are going right. Where are we at? Those are things that we really should uh, know that we have integrity behind what we do, and that's one of the things I love about Poodle is that we are all the integrity behind us is amazing, right? The integrity that we have to keep pushing forward, moving forward, and showing who we are is huge. So, with that, I just want to encourage everybody today. Next week, I'm gonna sort of kind of commit to next week, just do some roadmap breaking down for you. I think y'all deserve it. We now have the Limitless Network partnership, other things in the works. I'm really pulling how we're going to pull pet, some big things on pet too, how we're going to do that. So let me spend next week giving you some updates. I'll work with the admin team to see kind of where we're at, and I'm going to roadmap for you all next week. So stay tuned for that. Um, Hold on, before I say that, let me check my calendar next week to make sure I actually am in town. That is the 4th. All right, that's been on my schedule. It's on my schedule. There we go. All right. Yeah, so we'll be a live one next week. So that being said, everybody, thank you. The future is limitless. Thank you for your great, nice little comment. Like I said, two extremes. Accused of running the project, which whatever. And then also, no rug happened. We survived the rug, everybody. We are the token that survived the rug. So why do we do it? So and then just the nice comments that you stay involved in the project, and you because you see me doing this every week, and I think that that's huge. So thank you. I appreciate it. It keeps me wanting to do this every week when I know that there's people who it keeps your faith in our project. So I love doing it. I love the team. I love seeing people starting to come back into the Telegram. Um, I think the future really is limitless. We're gonna do some great things together. So I love your belief in the project. I love your belief in me. I love your belief in all that we do. So that being said, you all have an incredible, incredible week. Um, and we'll see you about the Telegram. We'll see you on the Twitters. Make sure you get out there and shill. We need to get some more shilling going. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do it strong. Love you, Poodle fam. Have a great week and take care.